Hello, everyone. We are live here on Facebook as well as Zoom. And at the end of all this, you can always check us out on our Child Wellness Institute of New Jersey ChildWin YouTube channel, heading towards 100 subscribers. So we're super excited. I'm Gina, and I'm joined here with.
Hi, this is Kali. How are you guys? Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, happy Wellness Wednesday. And so we want you, if you're an adult, a child, a parent, a guardian, to continue your wellness practices every week. And today we're going to talk about gratitude. And I know that it can be tough to think about things that you're grateful for and like what's the point. And really, when you're feeling low, sometimes it's like, oh, there's just nothing I'm grateful for, right? But we're going to challenge you today. Colleen and I want to have a quick chat from the Child Wellness Institute about gratitude and what it actually does for you. And it really can transform your life. So stick with us for 1 second as we kind of talk to you and with you about the power of gratitude, both for your children and for you. It literally can change how you think. So, Kali and I were talking a little bit earlier. What are some of the benefits of practicing gratitude?
Sure. So, one of the benefits, especially for children, is that they have a more positive outlook on their life. They have a sense of community. They are a team player, and they also are happier as children. And they have this sense of intrinsic reward, and they're not looking for that external reward, which is really hard not to do, especially in the times that we live in now. But definitely just being aware of what makes them happy and what their purpose is. When they have a sense of gratitude, that purpose comes to light and it's stronger, and they're able to capture that
Yeah.
by having more gratitude.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's talk about kids first. Let's talk about children and kids very first off, and then we'll move to us as parents because we do a lot of things with our children to try to improve them, right, and try to work with them. But actually, it really comes from us as adults and as parents as well. But starting with kids, what are some hands-on things that you can do with your children to start improving their practice of being grateful?
Sure. So, in my kitchen, I have this little chart that I hang up, and it says, "What are you thankful for today?" And we just have like some chalk markers, and they're able to just go and write down what they're thankful for today. And it could be as simple as, we're thankful that we went outside today, or that we were able to connect with a friend on Zoom, or I was able to ride my bike today. Just something so simple that made them happy inside. That really has changed the outlook, especially now during these times. We are thankful for like just being able to go outside and being able to connect with a friend on Zoom. And now that school is out, this is a great opportunity also to find that connection. Having gratitude helps you maintain and strengthen those positive relationships in your life. And
Absolutely.
time, definitely. Love equals time. So when you're able to have time with your children, and that gives them a sense of gratitude as well too, and being present.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we're talking about other things that we can do with our children, something really, really simple that I have been doing with my children for many years is right before bedtime, we will talk about three things that we are grateful for. Now, sometimes I'm just grateful, like I'll say, I'm just grateful for a cup of coffee in the morning because to get me through, and we joke about it. But my kids come up with some really interesting things. So some days it's like I'm grateful for ice cream. I'm grateful for and then other days it's like I'm grateful I actually have parents, or I'm
Mhm.
grateful that I actually have a place to sleep, or
Yeah,
I'm grateful that I have most of my health,
yeah.
and that it could be worse, and they start
Mhm.
to think of it and they literally go to bed with this like feeling of like, okay, there are some good positive things, even when we've had the worst day.
Yeah,
Because there are days, trust me, I mean,
yeah,
Kali and I, we've been doing this stuff a long time, right? But we have bad days with our kids, okay? Everybody does.
yeah.
Yeah. And there's days I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what is going on? But we still end it with, like, despite all of this, please tell me
Mhm.
three things that you're grateful for. And so I
Yeah, and that's
challenge, yeah, challenge people
super
to think of it.
important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is super important. And it's the other thing I did with my children, which you can see, is I have a gratefulness jar. And inside of it are little rocks. I got from the dollar store one of those little lights, they're like you just light it up.
Yes.
And inside on the rocks and on shells, we wrote something or someone who we're grateful for. And when they wrote it on, they would say like Pop Pop, and then we hold it and we think about all the reasons that Pop Pop is important to us and grateful for him, and we put it inside the jar.
That's
And
so
so we
cute.
do light this. I know we do light it actually, and it's kind of a neat little craft that you can do with your children. All you need is one of these jars, dollar store, seriously, and
Yes.
a little light and rocks from outside. Um, so yeah,
Bring nature into it too.
oh
I think.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. The other thing you might want to check out is this is a gratitude scavenger hunt. You can just type one up. It's not that deep in terms of how much work it goes into it, but it's just a checklist of things for your kids to talk about. Like find something that is outside that you enjoy looking at, right? And so they talk about, oh, I have a favorite tree. I like that tree because it has the pink flowers. And it really does start to bring mindfulness, like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, it's super important.
Yeah.
And it helps strengthen your relationship with your children and their relationship with their community, which is super important.
Yeah, yeah, I love that you bring that up too, because it does kind of open up a conversation. And even older kids,
Yeah.
they may roll their eyes a little like, all right, like, you're asking me about this, but it's reframing and retraining, you
Hmm.
know?
Definitely.
So here we go, parental units. We only have a few minutes left. So what about you? Right? How do you, as an adult, start practicing gratitude? Kali, is there anything that you do?
Sure. I've been going outside a lot more and just taking a walk by myself, or just going in my car and taking 5 minutes for myself so that I can come back to my house a better parent. When you're happy and when you have a sense of gratitude and mindfulness, you're able to come back and actually model that for your children, and they're
Yeah.
able to see that you're a happy adult and you have gratitude. Or even sometimes like when we're outside and I'm just like, oh, look at the trees, look at the flowers, aren't they beautiful? Just having that sense of the world around them, and what we're so thankful for everything that we have. Our every situation's different, and we just have to be grateful. It could be worse, and so we just have to find 5 minutes a day to just be grateful.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do the same thing. Every day I do the same thing. I kind of go to bed just like I do with my kids, and I think about for myself, what am I grateful for the day? And also that sometimes it's something that is really, really small. Sometimes it's something really, really big. Sometimes I'll have seen something negative during the day and it's just really weighing on me, and I'll think, wow, it really puts things in perspective. And that really does train it. And studies do show
Yeah.
that practicing gratitude daily, right, starts to rewire your brain, not just your
Yeah.
children, you,
Hmm.
right? So if you're telling your kids, all right, we gotta practice gratitude, yeah, 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 right, and you're not doing it, right? You're not modeling,
Yeah.
right, what could be a fabulous way to retrain yourself.
Mhm.
It's really, really, really powerful. So we are challenging you today, Wellness Wednesday, friends. We're going to take 30 seconds right now. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Oh, yeah. Feel your breath. If you're breathing in, breathing out. So you have breath and you're breathing with us. And when you're paying attention to your breath, you're paying attention really to nothing else because you're here in the moment. Bring to mind somebody in your life, past or present, who helped shape who you are thankful or grateful to. One person, past or present, bring them to your mind right now, what they look like, what they sound like, and what it feels like to have had or have this person in your life. Breathe in and breathe out. And open your eyes. All right. I brought somebody to mind. Kali, did you bring someone to
I
mind?
did. I feel so much joy.
Yeah. So when you think of that person, you feel joy, right? It literally can bring the positive chemicals into your body as you bring that person, just that one person who loved you so, maybe who cared for you so, maybe they did something for you that no one else has ever done. Maybe they gave you words of wisdom that you kind of carry this day, just that one person, and be grateful that you've had them in your life. Yeah. So we want to thank you, Wellness Wednesday friends. Check us out on our YouTube, Child Win. Kali and I love having you here, and we may have a little guest next week, someone different. So stay tuned, and thanks so much. Remember, practice gratitude so you can be the best you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks.
Enjoy.